Hello guys, Big Fat Nige here again with the shiny head. Welcome along to another inbox review. This time it's a kit that's new to me. I've never built an amusing hobby kit before, even seen one, so I saw this at Antics and thought I'd give it a go. Showing you like this because it's a very, very glossy box, and yeah, the lights play tricks with it on trying to do a proper review with the camera over the box. So before we get started, please remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button, and you'll see more and more videos coming up. I try to get a video up every day if I can. So yeah, so enjoy. Right, so here it is. This is the Jagdpanzer E-100 from Amusing Hobby, 1/35th scale, very, very glossy box. And the part number is 35A017, as you can see down there, 1/35th World War II series. E-100, as far as I know, was just basically a very, very heavy tank. I think it's a paper tank. There was one chassis apparently built that got shipped to England, or Britain should I say, and then was later scrapped. So I think it was 140 tons or something stupid. So yeah, mental machine. I just thank God that for the Second World War Hitler concentrated on all these hundreds and hundreds of different developments of items and armament, rather than doing what we did and just make thousands and thousands of the same thing. Because at the end of the day, you know, all the German armament, as good as it was, it was just, you know, it was just so complex, and there was so many different variants. It must have been an absolute nightmare for the repair guys in trying to fix these things in the field. But anyway, this never actually saw action. It's pretty much a paper tank. So let's have a look inside the box. It's all individually bagged, and it really is a proper, the lid doesn't even go down properly on this one. So what have we got inside the bag here? We've got two sprues there and wheels. Then we've got a sprue here with the barrel. It's a nice one-piece barrel, so that's cool. No seam, which scares people away. Then we've got the mantlet, so probably for the gun lifting mechanism there. So what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues of tracks and these coil springs. And you can see on here, it looks like they've given me a whole sprue, well, a sprue with most of the springs are actually mismolded short shots, but you actually need 32 springs, and there's 9 springs per sprue and 5 sprues, so there's 45, less those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are dodgy. Gives me 38, so I should have 6 spare at the end anyway, as long as there's no others. If there is faulty, then it's going back. With a sprue here with the tools and stuff on, the cleaning rods, hooks there. There's the jack. I don't know if they actually would have used that jack on this tank, but surely it was too heavy. Then we've got the main upper hull, which is all very nice. It's got a lovely texture on it, you can see there. It's got a lovely plate texture rather than just the normal sort of flat plastic. That's lovely, really, really nice. And it's yeah, it's all over. So yeah, nice. So we've got the bottom of the hull here, which is again, we've got detail on the bottom. Accuracy, I don't know. I don't know how you can have accuracy on a kit in a model that doesn't exist in real life. We've got some suspension parts here, and then we've got the side shields there with the great big bolts on them which attach them. And some suspension parts there, and the rear panel there. Bag of track links. We've got separate track links. Weird. Instructions, which are not glossy at all. A small frat of PE, which is just some grills and stuff, which is a nice touch. Very small decal sheet, which is just basically numbers and German insignia. And we've got a book here with different camouflages on. So yeah, all complex. None easy to do, but all should look really nice. And we've got a memorandum here. What are they saying here? T2, T3. Oh, okay, so it's very strange because if you look here, you've got T2 is actually these coil springs. T1 is the main link, so they've actually got an error on their error sheet. So yeah, we're going to use T2 and T3. I guess they're going to use them alternately and then not glue them. So I guess the links are different. Let's have a very quick look while we're here. Okay, yeah, so we've got these links here and these links here, beautifully moulded, lovely. So let's get this out of the bags and let's have a proper look at this little kit. Looks very nice. Okay, so let's go take a look at these instructions. Lovely non-glossy paper, which is great for reviewers. And you might see here I've got a new yellow cutting mat. These things are available in Aldi if you're in the UK. They cost peanuts and they're great. You can use them and you know, protect your proper green cutting mats, which cost a bloody fortune. So yeah, sort of A4 size book here, 35A017. No history on the tank at all. Nothing about it whatsoever. Some basic instructions about using glue and stuff, and some legends to call out with. So starting off, we've got Sprue menu there, which has got all the which has got numbers on it and everything, and then we've got the photo etch there, our decals, upper lower hull, and various sprues, and then we're straight onto the kit with the lower hull and the adding the suspension supports, putting those lovely coil springs onto the pivots there, and then they go on. There's 16 of those, as I said earlier. Then we're going to add the inner covers to the pivots so that they've got something to hold them in place, these A35 parts. Looks like they were probably going to do something with interior detail because they've gone to the trouble of adding bolt detail to those parts there. Then we're adding on the millions of wheels, so there's 8 of those, so there's 16, so there's 32 wheels on this tank. I wonder if it's got rubber tyres. I don't think it will have. Then we've got the sprockets going on there, idlers on the back. Obviously, being German, there's no support rollers, return rollers should I say. Then we've got the transom panel going on there with the hooks and everything. We've got some little handles and bits of detail going on there. It's telling you not to cement that so the actual rear door opens. I don't know why you would want the rear door to open. Anyway, then we've got the grills going on the inside, or the fans, and then the periscopes here, lookouts, detail going on to the top there, more lookouts. Then we've got the hatches, engine cover hatches, and very much like the back of a Tiger this. And then photo etch grills going on, some light there. Remember, the engine on this is at the front. And then we've got some engine covers with the vents in there going on. Then we're looking at doing the top turret with the machine gun in it. So we've got a machine gun in there, and then the main gun pivot. Again, not gluing any of that. Looks like it's got like a spline in there, so it'll sort of click into position and stay there rather than just keep collapsing. Then we've got the barrel going on, onto the muzzle, the mantlet. Rear hatches going on. They're not openable, they're just one piece by the look of it. You've got the latches here, very much like a Jagdtiger. Yeah, and then we've got some more detailed parts going on here, hooks and stuff. And then an empty page, adding on the skirts. And there we go. So that's all pretty much the norm for a World War II tank. So what have we got here? We've got the lower hull, which is nice. It's nice and flat. See the injection point there. It's a nice plastic. It's very dragon-like, the plastic, and you can see there's some close-up detail of the actual of what you're getting in there. So yeah, all nice and crisp. Then we've got the actual main hull itself. Again, as I said earlier, it's got that a lovely detail on the surface. It's really, really nice. And it's all very, very sharp, very flash free. There's no dodgy moulding that I can see. It's very, very crisp, very, very nice. Really nice. I'm a fan already. Let's get on to the major sprues now. Here we've got the sprue with the wheels on and suspension parts. As you can see, all the wheels look pretty much the same here, although these are different. So shut up, nice. You know what you're talking about again. These are those suspension pivots, which are all very, very nice. Suspension arms here. Obviously, it doesn't have torsion bars; it has coil springs. Some massive hooks there, and looks like shock absorbers. And then we've got the idlers there, by the look of it. We've got bolt detail on both sides of the wheels, as you can see, and it is very, very nice, very, very crisp. The sprockets, really, really crisp. And thank you, if you notice here, they've put the sprue connection points on the ends of the teeth, which I talked about in another kit. I can't remember which one before, but like trumpeter and stuff these days, they tend to actually put the sprue connection point in the root, so it makes it really difficult to clean up. That is so much easier to clean up. So yeah, thanks for that. It looks like actually they might have originally had it going into the root of the teeth there and then changed it. Maybe they watched my review. I doubt it. Nice engine fan there, that's nice. You can see through that, so I have to paint the whole black underneath it. And then there's the bit that goes over the top of it. That looks like some wheel detail. That looks like a bloody custom wide wheel off a Land Rover or something, doesn't it? It looks really nice. So yeah, all in all, very crisp, very sharp. You get two of those sprues. It's as I say, it's very dragon-like, the plastic. It's nice, very, very nice. Almost Zvezda-like. The next big sprue here is our we've got our side panels here. These are the suspension supports, back panel, some more suspension components and stuff. Got some hatch detail there. There's a bit of flash on there, which is literally nothing, gone. All very, very crisp, very, very clean. Lovely cast detail on those exhaust outlet parts there. That's not exhaust outlets, that's horn is it? I don't know what they are. Shut up. But they're cast and they're nice, and they've got nice bolt detail on them. So yeah, and there's nice nice finish on there as well. I wonder what it goes together like, because it's the box is bloody gorgeous. Then we've got the mantlet panel here, sprue. This has got the actual main gun on it, machine gun. Got the muzzle on the end of the gun there. Another rear panel. Okay. We've got some other parts here which I don't know what they are. That's the vents for the engine area, exhaust there by the look of it. Yeah, well not slide molded, but molded so that you've got the detail on the exits there. So yeah, another rear panel here with the hatch open. Got the mantlet, I think you call it there. Just lovely, lovely, lovely cast texture on there, and if you can catch that, that is lovely. And those bolts are beautiful, the point-headed bolts that the Germans used. Some nice detail on there. I'm not sure if that's location holes for something or whatever. I should imagine some of this isn't used. They've probably used the same sprues for all their E-100 variants, because I think they've done all of them, haven't they? That's really, really nice. It's a shame the way they've left it on the sprue like that. I think they might have cut it off, because that's you know, the box being so full, that's probably going to get damaged on some kits, but luckily mine's not too bad. But that's very, very nicely moulded. Could do with clean out the holes with a, yeah, they see there's some holes there blocked up, so that needs a bit of a drill on it, but hey, at the end of the day, that's nothing. You see some detail on the machine gun, and the end of that is drilled. It's slide molded, so that's nice. We've got some ammunition there, all lovely. And the gun, as I say, is molded in one piece, so there's no seam for it to glue together, or glue together seam, should I say. And what people call burring here, I don't know why they call it burring, it's a mold seam. That just needs sanding off. But the actual match Here you can see on the end here the actual, oh, it goes right through, look, the barrel, you can see right through to the other end. The mould match is good, so there's hardly any seam to rub off at all. If I were you, I'd get yourself one of these flory skinny sanders. Be absolutely perfect for that, getting in there and just taking that seam off. That's probably about all it would take, is a rub like that, and it'd be gone. Very, very nice. Excuse me. And then we've got the rear door there. Sorry, show you the sprue there. Gun pivot parts, mantlet which has been twisted off the sprue. Some more detailed parts there. Is it part of a gun, is it perhaps? Lovely crystal moulded handles, which you'd probably replace with brass wire anyway. Sorry guys, coughing fit there. Right, yeah, handles there which are nice. Some more handles here, little tiny bit of flash on there, look, which is nothing. Periscopes, really, really nice. This is the gun mount here. And another engine vent, that engine cover there. The other thing I've noticed, that's the first time I've seen ejector pin marks that I've noticed on this kit, and obviously it doesn't matter because they're not going to be seen. And then we've got a little tiny sprue here, which has got the tools and everything on, which I showed you earlier. This is obviously going to be a generic sprue, and that's nice, they've slide molded these loops so that you can put the rope in behind them. In fact, I don't think that's used on this kit, so they'll be going in the spares box. But rather than having the sort of half cut out on the back to put the string into, you've got they're slide molded, so that's all very nice. So like I say, as far as accuracy goes, I haven't got a clue, but crispness, detail, moulding, some nice wood detail on there, which is lovely. You know how much I love the wood. It's very, very nice. So on to the tracks, we've got this bag of track links here. So this is one of the sprues here. So we've got very, very crisp, very, very clean, no ejector pin marks at all, like in the model cast and colour brown plastic, and yeah, really, really nice. Now if you notice, remember I showed you that error random and it said T2 T3. Well, here we go, these are T1 for a start, and it's saying use T2 T3. That's T2, the springs, and then it says these are T3, and actually on the sprue it's got 5, unless that is actually a mold. Yeah, that's a mold chamber number, sorry. So you've got 5 on there and you've got a 2 on that one, so they can see which mold it came from, so if they get errors. So that's that bag of sprues there, or bag of tracks. And then this here are these are the normal track links, the other half, and they clip together by the look of it. And then you've got these beautifully moulded, slide moulded coil springs, and these actually work. They are gorgeous. And as I say, you can see they're slide moulded there, look. So there's 9 of these per sprue. You get 5 sprues. So I've got one there which is slightly damaged, so that's 44. They're all okay by the look of it, so still on 44. They're all okay by the look of it. A little bit of flash on the end of these, but they look okay, so still on 44. And we've got these here which are short shots. You can see if the camera picked that up, you can see they're short shots. So what they're obviously doing is, rather than scrapping the sprue, they're putting one of these in each kit. Obviously they're having a problem injection moulding these springs. I can imagine, I've done work with injection moulding, and I can tell you these little tiny fine parts of this, getting the plastic to fully inject without getting a flash. Without getting a flash is it's a real sweet spot you got to hit. And you know, while you're moulding, in the same time you're going to be moulding these chunky parts here, which have got quite a thick section. You know, the plastic's going to always take the easiest route, and that is not the easiest route by far. So you can bang the pressure up, then you get loads of flash. So yeah, so that one there is slightly damaged, so that's 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36. So I've got 36 good springs. I need 32, so I can afford to scrap 5. But at the end of the day, if I don't want the suspension working, I can just put these in. So I'm happy with that. I'm not going to trouble antics with taking that back. So that's it for all the sprues. We've got a small photo etch fret here. You can see the size of that in my hand. It doesn't have the usual plastic coating on. It's got some damage on it from where it's been in the bottom of the box, but I'm not going to worry about that because it'll flatten out easily. It's quite thin, and it is brass. It's not stainless steel, which is lovely. And then we've got this little decal sheet, which I'm not going to get out. It's Amusing Hobbies Made in China, it says, so I don't know what they're going to be like. It's just generic numbers and German insignia. So, and then we get the colour call out. Again, glossy paper, guys, sorry. So we've got this one here, which is from the from D-Day on the Normandy coast. And we've got this one here, which is from the Eastern Front around 1946. This one was 1948, just towards the end of the Third World War. Yeah, so they're all fictitious, but they're all pretty and they're all difficult. I think I would be tempted to go with that one because that looks quite difficult, although that one looks like it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm assuming this would be soft edge because generally I think German tanks were sprayed rather than brush painted. I know the Russian stuff was chucked on with a brush, but I think these were all sprayed with air guns. So so there you go, guys. That is the Amusing Hobby Jagdpanzer E-100. There you go, guys. That's the Amusing Hobby Jagdpanzer E-100. Looks like a lovely, lovely kit. I mean, the moulding on this main hull, the upper hull, is it is gorgeous. I think it's whiting out in the light, but it is really, really nice. Some of the nicest I've ever seen. And as I say, it's very, very dragon-like. You could put this in a dragon box and I'd think it was a dragon kit. Only the instructions seem to make a lot more sense. Although the part numbers are wrong, aren't they? So maybe it is dragon. Yeah, so there it is. Lovely kit. I got mine from Antics, $49.99, which isn't cheap. You can get it from China if you want to wait and risk paying customs or whatever. But yeah, overall, really, really pleased. I'm considering doing a Christmas Day build. I'm a bachelor. I don't celebrate Christmas because I have no one here to celebrate it with. Not because I'm against Christmas or anything. And I'm not asking anyone to feel sorry for me because don't worry about it. But I'm thinking about doing a Christmas Day build and kind of filming it every couple of hours and then putting it online. I don't have the means to do a live build, but I'm thinking about maybe doing something with this kit. So let's see. I've also got that that German half-track as well to look at, but I think this would be a much quicker build, and it's also different with those coil springs, and being that it's an Amusing Hobby, I think it'll be a bit more interesting for you guys. So I think I'll do that on Christmas Day, do a bit, film it, do a bit, film it, do a bit, film it. So we'll have sort of 6, 7, maybe even 8 parts on the same day, and I'll probably do it with a couple of cans of beer next to me, so as we go on, we'll get more and more slurred, and probably start making mistakes, maybe even cut myself, who knows. So yeah, thanks for watching this, and hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye bye.